What's up guys, I'm the Gaming Gorilla, and we got a fair bit to talk about today. A couple days ago, I put out a poll asking if you guys wanted more GTA 6 videos for every little bit of news, or if you wanted me to wait a bit longer until we have a lot more news to cover, and I got you, I heard you. And there's a fair bit to go over today. We've got some pretty big news surrounding the Rockstar Games studio, as well as a massive potential leak for GTA 6. Make sure to stick around to the end as well because I'll be announcing the winner of the Shark Card giveaway, so let's get into it. If you enjoy the video today, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already, so let's jump straight into the news. A couple days ago, an image surfaced of the side of the Rockstar North studio taking down the massive Red Dead Redemption 2 mural on the side of the building, which understandably is leading a lot of people to believe that we might be seeing an announcement of a new Rockstar game soon. And for whether that's GTA 6 or Bully 2, of course we don't know, and look, of course we may just be reading too much into this, but I don't know man, I don't see why they'd take the poster down if they didn't have something else planned. This reminds me a lot of what the Cleveland Cavaliers did once LeBron James left. I don't know if any of you guys follow the NBA, but after LeBron James left Cleveland, they took down this massive wall mural of him, and who knows, this could be the same type of thing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you think this means there's gonna be an announcement soon, or if you think we're reading too much into it, and if it is, what game do you think it's gonna be? About a month ago, we had a massive, let's just say quote-unquote leak about GTA 6 called Project Americas. And a lot of the stuff that was in that leak supported what a lot of people wanted out of the next Grand Theft Auto game. Over the past week, we have had another leak that supports the leak before and sort of elaborates on it even a bit more. Now, of course, as always with leaks, we take them with a grain of salt. This one, you might even want to use a bit more of a grain of salt because a lot of it is a bit out there, but it sounds pretty cool as well. Just like the Project Americas leak, this leak does come from Reddit, and he goes on to say, "Someone who isn't me knows that Rockstar are notoriously serious about their NDAs, but the leaks that have come out recently are about 60 to 70% correct. They tend to keep track of all current employees' online profiles as company policy." He goes on to say that please don't ask for the information of the source because he or she will be in serious trouble, of course. So to start the leak off, he says Rockstar's plans right now are to make GTA International, with Hong Kong, San Fierro, Venturas, Triad themed game in the future. With GTA 6, the game will begin in the 1970s, which does line up with the Project Americas leak in Liberty City, and you'll play as a low-level gangster in the Spanish broker Harlem district of Liberty. The game will feel very immersive. There's a weight to the way your character walks, and being in Harlem feels huge. Strangers, freaks, and friends can call or be bumped into at any time. He goes on to say that the game is going to be divided into chapters by years, and it's a 3-act story with an epilogue. The main protagonist is described as a 20-something character with a naval officer absentee father and a South American mother. He starts off as a thief who enters the drug trade to support his family in South America. The prologue is supposedly going to be in 1978, and you're employed to kill the boss of the Gambetti family, which leads you heading down to Vice City. He says the drug business is very next level. You're going to begin selling weed in Liberty City, then end up as a smuggler for the Pacific Cartel, which is an international drug syndicate based in Mexico. At the end of the prologue, he goes on to say that you're gonna end up in prison, and that's the end of the prologue there, and you'll come out in the 1980s, which is Act 1. Once you come out of prison, the Pacific Cartel is going to split into 3 cartels, and you're going to have the choice of which one you want to work for. You can work for Madrazo Sr., which is apparently a good choice, Matriarch, which is a neutral choice, or the Dictator's Son, which apparently is a bad choice. As for the gameplay, apparently the gameplay is going to be more reserved than the previous games, and you can hold up to 2 or 3 handguns on your character, but for larger weapons, you're gonna need a duffel bag to use them. Like the Project Americas leak, he goes on to say that the trunks of cars can be used as storage for things like cocaine packages, weapons, and bodies. The aim of the game is to become the main kingpin of the United States. And he goes on to say that there's gonna be 6 main locations in the game. And those are Liberty City, Vice City, Rio de Janeiro, the Republic of Castellano, Central America, and Mexico. Like we went over, the prologue is apparently going to be set in 1978, the main story will be in the 1980s, And the epilogue apparently is going to be present day, which would be interesting because that would probably mean that GTA Online would be set modern day as well. So if the main story is going to be set in the 1980s, that's going to be interesting in terms of phone calls. And he goes on to say that when you're in the 1980s, you're going to need to go to pay phones to be able to phone people, and eventually you'll be able to get things like a brick phone and then a satellite phone for international calls. He then says that GTA Online is going to be set in the 1980s, which is interesting. I don't know if I believe that part, but apparently it's going to allow players to join another person's main story. So we might see a co-op campaign for the first time in GTA. And when you join, you'll be joining as a member of the protagonist's crew, and up to 4 players can join in on someone's story. And the online mode is going to have a separate story as well. The driving mechanics are apparently going to be a bit of a mix between GTA 4 and GTA 5, while the on-foot mechanics are going to be a bit more realistic than what we saw in GTA 5. He says that one thing that became the main focus of GTA 6 is immersion, and feeling like anybody and everybody can be approached. And with that is going to come a more dynamic system. So if you kill a civilian, you can expect the cops to investigate it, and if it does come back to you, you could be arrested. And imprisonment in GTA 6 isn't just a quick cutscene, it's an actual punishment. You're going to lose time, value, and the respect of your peers and money. So, wow, that's a lot to take in at once, but the main takeaways I took from reading through that is that there's going to be 6 locations in the game. The main story is going to take place in the 80s, and the dynamic realism with the things like actually going to jail for killing civilians. And personally, I like the sound of a lot of that stuff, and I want to know what you guys think. This is one of the more, if not the most elaborate leak we've ever seen for a GTA game, so of course, it's probably not real. But if it is this what you guys want to see in GTA 6? Let me know. There was a bit more minor info in that leak, so if you want to check that out yourself, I'll leave a link for that in the description below, so make sure to check that out. Now, before I forget, let's announce the Shark Card giveaway winner, and the winner is Alpha Nice. So congrats, man. I've sent you an email, so just reply to that one and I'll sort that one out and we'll see how we can get that shark card to you. So thanks for everyone entering that shark card competition, and congrats again to you, Alpha Knight. Unfortunately, I couldn't give everyone a shark card. Trust me, if I could, I'd love to. But again, thank you to everyone who entered, and thank you for watching these videos on this channel. It means a lot to me. So I think we'll wrap it up there. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel out a lot, and subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, make sure to check out one of the 2 videos that's going to pop up on the screen in a second if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!